Hello teacher Lily and everybody, welcome to our video clip. Today our group will present about 5 countries you have to visit for once in a lifetime. The first country that you must go to travel one time in your life is France. Paris is one of the largest cities in the Europe, with over 20 different neighborhoods to explore. Each with its own unique personality. It is full of extreme personality, extreme food, and extreme landmark. I can deny that France is a reputation country about the most romantic city in the world. So, it is a place that you should go with someone you love. It will be a great trip for a couple, and it is home to some world famous sites that are constantly shown in travel magazine, movie, and other works of art. Moreover, Paris is a diverse and sophisticated city that appeals to the wealthy but can also be enjoyed on a budget. In addition to the Eiffel Tower, Paris has countless other gorgeous landmarks and monuments that add to the beauty of spacious boulevards and their charming cafes. French cuisine is also world famous, and you can find some of the best of it in Paris. There is world-class shopping and dynamic fashion scene, and plenty of interesting museums and art galleries. Just outside Paris, there are plenty of fun day trips to take for further insight into the culture and history of France. Paris really is unlike anywhere else in the world. The thing that you should do when you visit to France is going to Eiffel Tower. If we're talking about famous landmark in France, the Eiffel Tower is sure to the top just about any list. Known across the world as an iconic symbol to the French capital, a visit to the Iron Lady is a must on any trip to Paris. The tower was originally built for the 1989 World Fair and named for its groundbreaking architect Gustave Eiffel. Standing at an impressive 324 meters, it was one of the tallest man-made structures in the world. The second place, you should go to Calan National Park. It is one of the most credible natural landmarks in France. Calan Natural Park is an area that encompasses natural, urban, and marine habitat in southern France. It is a popular place for hiking, swimming, biking, and water sports. Thirdly, we should go to cafe culture in Paris for indulging in happiness. Paris has one of the strongest cafe culture in the world. There is nothing quite as satisfying as sitting on a wicker chair at an outdoor cafe in Paris, sipping a coffee and eating a croissant while watching the Parisian girls about their day. Parisian has cafe culture engaged in their society during a busy day, or before work or after work. Locals love to relax in a cafe with a drink and either catch up with friends or colleagues or just enjoy some solo time. Next, you should go to eat fresh bread, croissant, and baguettes. There's no denying that the food in France is some of the best in entire world. The smell of freshly baked croissant and baguettes fill the streets of Paris on a daily basis. Traditionally served at breakfast with butter or local jam, these fragrant treats are a true source of happiness of Parisians and tourists alike. And finally, you should go to Mont Saint-Michel in Normandy. It is one of Europe's most unforgettable sights. This stellar-looking, beautiful location has long captured in the imagination. It is a magical island topped by the gravity-defying Alpes. The Mont Saint-Michel and its break count among France's most stunning sights for centuries, one of Europe's major pilgrimage destination. This holy island is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site as its breathtaking ray. In my opinion, I think it is a perfect destination to visit solo and find yourself, learning more about your personality, interests, and self than ever before. It's also wonderful for couples who want to enjoy an elegant dinner under dazzling light of the Eiffel Tower or quiet evening walk along in the scene.
The second country that we think we have to visit for one in a lifetime is Denmark. It is a country that I would recommend everyone to go to, but few Thai people should experience the authentic Danish. So today I will tell you why we should recommend this country to everyone. This work, if you already know my reason, you will definitely want to visit Denmark more. Many reasons why you should visit Denmark at least once in your life. I will tell you are about 4 reasons why you should visit Denmark at least once in your life. Reason number 1, Denmark, the home of Western architectures. For anyone who like art, architecture, Western style, Denmark. It is a country that you must not miss because in Denmark, there is a collection of castles and palaces that indicate a cultural style Danish art flourishes past and present wells, whether it's that Renaissance art and at the Luxembourg Palace, or Rococo art at the Winter Palace or Amalienborg Palace. Lesson number 2, National Museum of Denmark. A collection of items from around the world. How many people will know that Denmark have national museums? There is a famous museum and a museum that collects items from all over the country, like a National Museum Denmark collecting things, historical artifacts from the Stone Age, the Viking Age, the Royal Age, as well as the Danish cultures. In addition to it, this museum will collect antiques. The history of Denmark, the museum also has a collection of antiques from around the world. I secretly whisper that there was a room showing antique objects from Thailand as well. In this event, anyone who goes to this museum must have a mission to find something from Thailand. And if I go, I will find it. You must find it. Lesson number 3 is Taste Nature by Danish Style. Another highlight of a trip to Denmark is nature. Denmark is a mountainous area. Just as you come out of the city, you will see the natural mountain scenery in addition to the waves of the mountains of Denmark. Now there is another island that tourists from all over the world have given that trump up to be Denmark natural island, full of islands, with a Møllefosser waterfall, natural waterfalls, surrounded by clean female flat. And the area is also one of Denmark's top camping spots. Plus, the weather here is cool all year round. It is a dreamland for many Thai people that has it all. And I want to feeling cold like a Denmark weather. Lesson number 4, or the last one. Danish people are the happiest people in the world. There are several from around the world indicating that Denmark is the happiest country in the world because the welfare of this country is really good. College welfare care since birth until the old age. Since the welfare like this make the Danish people also have lovely habits, like to do some activities, like to travel. Plus, I heard that the Danish people have a humble personalities as well. This is the charm of Denmark. Is it true or not? Something like this must try and experience by yourself only. And I wanna try and I recommended you Denmark is the one of the countries you must to go to travel the ones of your life. Thank you.
In my opinion, a country that should visit once in a lifetime is Switzerland. Now let's see why I choose this country. So the first reason you must visit Switzerland is because of its amazing scenery. They have the great mountains, beautiful lakes, and pretty village. which make them an ideal destination for holidays and exploring new cultures. And do you know why they have such a stunning scenery? First thing first, it's because they have established environmental policies effectively. They encourage monitoring of results and assessment of the economic efficiency of environmental policies on the basis of more comprehensive and comparable data concerning individual cantons and municipalities, for example, pollution emissions, expenditure on environmental protection, and degrees of target attainment. Furthermore, they improve the intercantonal cooperation in the matter of waste inventory and treatment, so as to promote optimal use of available national treatment capacity, and they accelerate the inventory and cleanup program for disused landfills and other contaminate sites, for example, undertake the necessary work and ensure financing. Last but not least, they increase funding for more policy in regard to protected areas and intensify efforts to establish inventories and to manage designated areas effectively. Moreover, they strengthen the partnership between the authorities, scientific and economic actors concerning the development and implementation of biological diversity policy in order to improve monitoring and assessment of results achieved in the area of biodiversity and nature conservation. These are just some of the implementation on environmental policies. Now we're gonna move on to the next reason why we should visit Switzerland. So it is because of the diversity of cultures. Every canton in Switzerland has different customs and traditions. More than 190 nationalities live and work in the city, making it a real melting pot of cultures. The western part of Switzerland is considered the French region and includes cities. Although there's definite Swiss influence throughout all of the country's regions, the regions also have strong influences from the countries they border. So traveling from one another feels like traveling to a different country altogether. Another reason that make you wanna visit there is because of the Switzerland's public transportation system. You can get pretty much anywhere using the train. Most of people there don't need to traveling by a car. They can get across the whole country with just one ticket that works for multiple kinds of transportation. Buses, trams, and trains are extremely punctual, and its train stations are also well designed. Finally, there are a variety of sporting activities, from sports on land to those in the water and even some up in the air. They have it all. It involves traveling from the start to the end of a canyon using a host of methods such as walking, climbing, jumping, abseiling, and swimming. The best place I recommend to experience canyoning in Switzerland's crystalline waters include Interlaken and the canton of Ticino. And one of the things you can miss is skiing. If you want to hang up your skis for a couple of days but want more snow, there are plenty of other options to choose from. You can go snowshoe trekking, tobogganing, take a taxi ride on a bobsleigh, or go for a good old-fashioned hike through the mountains, or in other words, it's a one big snowy playground. And that's all for Switzerland.
The fourth country that I think we should visit once in a lifetime is United States of America. It is one of the destination countries that many people want to go there because there are many interesting places, and because of this country is very big, so they have both city and natural sites. For the city side, the most famous city in America is New York City. Even though New York is not the capital city, but it is the most prosperous city. If we talk about New York, many people would think about Statue of Liberty, right? Because it is landmark of New York. Many tourists go visit there to take a picture with this figure. However, there are more interesting places in New York, such as Central Park. It is a park that located at the center of New York. This park is the biggest park that also has a zoo, outdoor theater, a fountain, a golf course, and much more in one park, so people can go there to relax. Moreover, another interesting place is New York Times Square. It is a place that has the prime intersection of streets in Manhattan at the intersection of Broadway and 7th Avenue, which is the world-class business district that has lively atmosphere surrounded by tall buildings and modern technology. And also Times Square is the venue for the New Year countdown that is famous all over the world as well. So the next recommended city is Las Vegas. It is a place that have a lot of casino there. I think it's very interesting because casino is illegal to our country, but in America it's legal, so entering the casino for luck once in a lifetime is might be fun dream for many people. Some people turn out to be a millionaire, some return like a papers, but for tourists like us, it is considered as an eye-opener for having experienced one in a lifetime. For the natural side, America has a lot of famous natural places because America is very big country, so they have diversity and unique natural places. Firstly, I would talk about Antelope Canyon. When we talk about canyon, everyone might think about the Grand Canyon, right? But Antelope Canyon is one of the most popular places for tourists too. It is located in Arizona, same as Grand Canyon. It's formed by Arisian Navajo sandstone that abrupt eroded by currents combined with the strength of wind and rainstorm through the different seasons. So these are factors that make this place become very beautiful natural place. Second natural place is Yellowstone National Park. It is world's first national park and the largest in the United States, with an area of more than 2 million acres, located on Yellowstone Plateau surrounded by the Rocky Mountains. It has 3 consecutive territories, which are Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. The unique identity of this place is colorful hot spring. As you can see from the picture, the middle area is blue and next to the blue will be yellow and then red blend with orange at the edge. And for the last interesting place is Niagara Falls. It is a large waterfall with height of more than 50 meters and width more than 300 to 800 meters. It's located between border of United States and Canada, and they allow visitors to take a boat to see the waterfall closely. Moreover, opposite the fall is Niagara Parkway, surrounded by trees that turn red, orange, and yellow during the fall season. It is considered one of the most beautiful viewpoints of Niagara Falls.
So let's continue with the last country that we have to visit once in our life. That is Japan. Japan is a country that many Thai tourists dream of or want to go on a trip for once. For anyone who is planning to travel already or who is not sure, I have a reason why we should go to Japan at least once in our life. Let's take a closer look why we have to visit Japan once in our life. For the first reason is convenient transportation, and time is not much different. For those who do not like to sit on the plane for a long time, this country answers a lot because it doesn't take very long to travel. Compared to the European side, it takes about 4 to 6 hours. And another advantage is that there are many flights from Thailand to Japan. It's called having a promotion for a price reduction almost every month. Anyone with a low budget can wait to reserve during the promotion period. As for those who have elder people in the house, they can take them on a trip as well because it doesn't take much time to travel. Moreover, when Japan is only 2 hours different from Thailand, Japan is 2 hours faster than us, so Thai people like us don't have to adjust much. For the next lesson is cool weather and natural is very beautiful. Is it fortunate that Japan is a cold city, not as hot as our country? Is an obvious advantage that this kind of weather probably hit our shopper, because no matter how much you walk, you will not sweat. And another charm of Japan is that there are many beautiful natural and attractions. If you go out to the suburb, in addition to seeing the rice fields that are planted in an orderly and beautiful manner. Another point that if anyone hasn't been to Japan is considered to be Fuji Mountain. Japan is another place that should not be missed. Each season has its own unique charm. For example, who like to take picture with the cherry blossom, you have to choose the right time, right season and place as well, because some blooms are not at the same time. For the third lesson is delicious food using quality ingredient. Do Thai people like Japanese food? It's easy to see because in the famous department store in Thailand, there are Japanese restaurants in almost every department store. The taste over there is not much different from Japanese restaurants in Thailand. The only difference is the feeling, because if we fly to Japan to eat, it should be more enjoyable to eat, but it may not be suitable for some people because the taste may not be as intense as our country. Another reason to fly to Japan to eat is meticulousness is in cooking and choosing the ingredients used to make it. It can be said that the selection is done again, so we can be confident and choose to eat it, because no matter which shop in Japan would use standard raw material as well. For the next lesson is nice people, and people in this country are very kind. Japanese people are very well mannered, and they are very polite. If your friends cannot figure it out, think about walking into a Japanese restaurant and the employee will say at the same time that they will say "Arishaimase" means welcome, and they will make a smiling face. They is also, and sometimes they will bow to you. It means they really thank to you that visit their restaurant or their shop like that. And the city was tidy and the trash was not visible at all. And for the next lesson is a good quality cosmetic at an affordable price. It's one of the reasons why many girls want to go to Japan, right? If trying to buy there, it will be cheaper than home famous. It will be cheaper than our home and famous Japanese brand like SK2, Majolica or Majoka, and anything else. And also Japanese is a fashion leader, because when it comes to dressing style or new trend, Japan always come first. Not the top in Asia, but in the world. The reputation of this country is not defeated by anyone. Thai people, we have absorbed a lot of Japanese culture, and I think that what makes Japanese stand out in this regard is because Japanese people know how to create a dress, not pretty enough, unconventional, advanced to the Negro, not chic, and their country like something modern, cutting edge technology, and there is also the attention to detail in the small thing, such as packaging. It still look modern and unique. And the conclusion is there are still many interesting things in this country that the reason why you must to try to find and experience it once in your life. Thanks.